Okay, so in this video I want to talk about how you can save SolidWorks files as STL files. Now an STL file is a file that can be read by a slicing software, which can then create a path for the 3D printer to follow to actually remake the object itself, as long as it fits in the dimensions of the 3D printer's plate. Now this video will not be a demonstration how to use SolidWorks. SolidWorks is quite a complex piece of software, and instead of me explaining how to use it, I think it would be better for you to interact with SolidWorks tutorials that are provided with the software itself, which will show you and give you, small little tutorials on how to use the different features as well as tools that come along with SolidWorks. And if you want to learn outside of that, there's also lots of tutorials and demonstrations provided on YouTube after just a quick Google search or YouTube search. So after you've made your SolidWorks part, so I've just made a SolidWorks part here, which is just a bit of a wheel for a cart, which I want to print out and use to make a model cart. So what you can do is you can go up here and you can save this file. I suggest, I strongly advise saving this as a normal SolidWorks part file first of all, and you can just call it, let's say, wheel 1, and you can save it, okay? And once you've it saved as a normal SolidWorks file, you know then that you can open this and you can edit it again. If you just save it as an STL file, you will not be able to edit this again through SolidWorks. You'll have to use a different application. So it's very important that we save it as a SolidWorks file first of all. Then we can go to our save icon again, go to save as, and this time instead of saving it as a SolidWorks file, we can click on save as type, and we can go to the STL file here. Now you'll see that there's tons of different file types, but we want our STL type, as you can see here. Once you've that clicked, you can go to save, make sure it's in the place you want to save it. I usually leave it as the same file name. It won't save over the previous one because it is a different file type. We'll click save. Your object will start to triangulate itself to identify all the different corners of this solid object. This warning is very normal. It always pops up every time that you do this. You can see that it's forming triangles. It has about 11,104 different triangles made to make up this object. And it also tells you the file size. This is very normal. This is just the triangulation taking place. You can press yes, and then you can go for all bodies and press OK. Now this file will be saved as an STL file as well as a SolidWorks file.